consists of, how would I say, we have a few things on our, I would say, docket. Normally I write this stuff down because it's like, oh, you gotta stay focused. You gotta know what you're trying to talk about. I want to catch back up on what we started last video. I just recognized that my microphone was not on for that entire 2 hours of content. I was just talking to myself. I mean, I was talking to you, but I was muted. But, you know, you live and you learn and you move on. So, last video, we did start Dante's Inferno. We're going to continue to the second stage, you could say. I'm not even going to spoil it because I don't even want to say it, what we're doing. But hey, there it is right there. Dante's Inferno in all of its glory, full disc and receipt. We buying games in 2026. Physical media. Forget what PlayStation is saying. Forget whatever PlayStation is doing. Getting rid of Blu-ray discs. Getting rid of physical media. No, we're sticking to it. You know, we also purchased another. Game. This is an original Xbox game. This is my favorite racing game. And only because it's what I grew up with. I mean, look at it. It's original Xbox. We're talking like 2002, 2003. I don't even know. But this is the racing game that made me fall in love with racing games. And that's just a prelude to some other stuff that's going to be happening in a little bit on this channel. But I should get a pen and paper because I know what I'm thinking, but if I don't write it down, it's never going to come to fruition. We've got a content strategy. We've got an idea of how we want this to flow and go. And the more we do it, the more reps we get in, the more repetition we accomplish, it'll become so smooth. So just like the last video, we're going to start off with some of the basics. 1, we're going to play a Quirtle. You don't even know what that is because the video got corrupted. And I'm not going to re-explain it. You're just going to be along for the ride. Alright, so that's number 1. We're going to play some Quirtle. We are going to watch another Orlando Minor financial education video because that is something I really want to do, and I got a little surprise for you as well with that. I'm feeling frisky, and I think it's time to open up another one of our Lorcana boosters. You know, I found a local TCG. No, it's not TCG. A TCG shop. I don't have to go to Target or Walmart or even Barnes and Noble. Although shout out to Meyer. Meyer did get me most of these packs, but I found a local shop that says yes, we carry Lorcana, so I'm gonna be checking them out. And the best thing is, it's on my route home from church, so I can go to church and then stop and get some cards, and it's gonna be great. But I'm feeling frisky. We're gonna open up another one of these boosters. I think we're gonna do one this Whisper Well. You got Daisy, and then you got this. I don't even know if she is a gargoyle chick. Oh, it says right there, her name is Demona. Anyways, I'm feeling like that. Last pack opening, our chase card was this holographic Kronk that I did sleeve. Holo Kronk. We're gonna do something about the lighting eventually. We ain't worried about it right now. We're in the beginnings. But this holographic Kronk, I was even bragging about it today. Either way, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with some of our content ideas. Camera's over here, my computer's over here, but the Xbox is over here. So when we get into Dante's Inferno, we'll be over here. And then a fourth thing I need to do, there's an add-on to this whole OBS interface called audio ducking. It's like the music in the background will automatically duck and it will put my voice up. So that's another thing I want to learn how to do. I'm not going to do that on stream. We're not streaming yet. We're just recording, and eventually we might get there, but that's not a goal. I just have way too much pent up creative energy, and it's like if I don't get it out of me, I just get miserable. So me stepping out into this and just doing it just continuing on the journey. If you look at this channel, I uploaded videos like 3 or 4 years ago. Like, this is the beginning of my content journey. And then I already had my daughter when that video was made. But now I have a 6-month-old son. And if we don't just get this energy out, it just ain't gonna get out. So thanks for kicking it. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into this idea for content. So we're gonna switch to our desktop view. It should be logged into my YouTube channel. Yes, it is. Awesome. There's a good right there. He's live right now. That's where I'm getting all my sauce from right there. Hokage, TBH. But we are going to be going after Orlando Minor. So we are going to be watching not his latest video, but I purposely did not watch this one because I was like, I'm going to put this on and we are going to be doing what I like to call, it's not anything I'm calling it, we're going to do bingo. We're going to do Orlando University bingo. I created a bingo sheet for Orlando University.
If I were him,
And we're going to play some bingo alongside of this. So, Orlando Minor has a style of content where he's got an editor and his editor plays reaction clips. And over the years I've been watching this guy, I have compiled a list of frequently used reactions. So that's what this Google document is right here. These are repeatedly used Orlando Minor edits. And so what I have done is taken an idea from like 6 years ago where Jarvis Johnson, another YouTube creator, would play Darman Bingo. Darman being a creator with very formulaic content. So formulaic that he could put it into a bingo card and play Darman Bingo. So why not? I feel like I could do that with this. And yeah, so I got a bingo card here, 5x5. It's untitled. No, it's not entitled. It's Orlando University Bingo. The free spot in the middle is the laugh. He does this, this unique laugh every 5 seconds. It's crazy. But I do want to add more. Oh, geez, no, I didn't need to do that. I just need to add Orlando University. I just need to do that and hit save. Bam. I don't know what I did, but it's okay. Either way, this is going to be our card for today. So these are, it's a bingo card. What do I have to explain it for? I ain't got to explain that. All right, let's mute that right quick, and then let's go ahead and half this. And you. Yes. Boom. That doesn't work like that. All right, well, since we're going to do it that way, we're going to do it that way. All right, let's see if we can learn something here.
All need to talk about how overdraft fees are a scam and start doing something about it. Because why are y'all charging me money for a transaction y'all allowed to come out? I didn't ask you to allow it to come out. You should have declined it. Why would they not just decline a transaction that you don't have the funds for instead of letting the money come out just so they can charge you a fee for it? Honey, if I didn't have the money in there to begin with, what makes you think I have the extra $35 for the fee? Like, that's crazy. And they know that. They know people who get overdrafted already don't have money. So why would you charge me a fee for it when you're the one who let it go through?
What do we have here? Listen, guys, I honestly believe
Generate the card. Okay, there we go. So, this is your unique bingo card. Click a box to mark it. Click a box again to unmark it. If you're playing this game over multiple days, bookmark the page. Okay, so bam, there's the laugh. All right, that's how we do it. All right, I'm learning too. Leave me alone.
Not read the fine print. Individuals have not done the research. Individuals may not understand.
I heard it. He did it twice. The Vine boom sound effect. I heard it twice.
And how overdraft fees work. And listen, you can get caught in any of those situations. I need you to watch this video all the way through because listen, guys, I believe my mind says this is where it starts. If you don't have any financial literacy and you go ahead and you open up a bank account, you just wouldn't know. But matter of fact, I believe this is the exact trail that ends people up in bankruptcy.
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Libby, where's the golf cart?
Oh, this? That's my credo. No regrets.
I know what you're going to say, Orlando. How is that possible? How is it? How is it that someone opened up a bank account and just using overdraft fees, how will that ruin them financially? Oh, man, listen, you're going to enjoy this ride. We're going to get into it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel. We're trying to get to 200,000 subs. I cannot get there without you guys' help. So please, if I'm giving you any value in any of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Also, too, I have a newsletter that is completely free. I mean, how can you beat free? You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Sign up for it, please. And then also, too, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I am your guy. I've been a lender for 20 years. And I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment in the description, guys. Let's jump straight into it. Listen, I've been telling individuals from the very beginning, watch out for those overdraft fees. The $35 fee that you just took. The $35 fee that you just took for a McDonald's Big Mac, a Whopper value meal that you paid $16 on. Yeah. You said, you know what? I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I'm going to go ahead and take the hit. You do know you just paid over 100 and something percent. 100 and something percent. Almost 200%.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Almost 200%
on this one.
in interest.
No Tekashi
Listen,
6 on this
if
one.
I was a bank, I would take that all day long. You're telling me I can just charge people $35 every transaction, no matter if it's 1 cent to $500, and I can charge them a $35 fee?
Boy, you crazy.
Now, people are going to get mad at me for this because this is part of broke culture. People are going to tell me, Orlando, you don't know how it is. It's hard out here. But let me ask you this. How hard is it out there? Is it so hard that you can't budget? Is it so hard that you can't save? Is it so hard that you can't read the fine print? Is it so hard to do math?
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's a good idea? You want to go hang out with your friends and you say, listen, I have no money. I literally have $5 in my account, but my friends want to go out tonight and I need $200. You think to yourself, I can get it. I can get it. If I just overdraft my account, for $35, I'll be good. And then you tell yourself, I'm going to pay it back. But you really have no choice because your direct deposit will pay it back. But the question is, what do you do now that you're negative $235? You're supposed to use the rest of that money to pay the bills. But listen, I know, I'm jumping ahead. Logic. Let's just move forward.
Overdraft fees are annoying, true or false? No matter if you're the customer or the bank employee, the answer is true. So from a customer's perspective, it's because they are annoying and most people are not prepared for them. Also, people who are going into the overdraft obviously don't have money, so that's kind of just adding to financial stress from people who don't already have money. Overdraft fees can feel definitely unfair if you overdraft for $12 because you forgot about your Netflix and you get a $30 over fee. I meant to say overdraft fee, but I slurred my words because I can't talk. Lastly, for customers, there's just so much complexity when it comes to overdraft fees. Like, if you get gas at the pump and they take $1 and then like 5 days later they take a real amount, like, I get that. It's frustrating. But here's where it's frustrating for bank employees as well. The people working the front lines always have to deal with the customer complaints, not the people who are actually putting the fees in place, and that sucks. A lot of times we agree with the customer and we want to waive them, but we don't have the ability because we don't have the authority to do that. It's also annoying to constantly have to explain how overdrafts work because they're not as simple as people.
It would suck to not have enough money that you're like, jeez, your Netflix made you overdraft? Like, where's your cushion? Where's your money? Like, why do you have Netflix if you aren't having enough money? And I'm guilty of that myself. I think we should cut off, like, we got like 3 subscription services. But hey, you know, we don't fight every fight.
Or not really people, banks say that they are. Also, being a bank employee is about building relationships and trust with customers, members, clients, and fighting over a $30 fee is just damaging to that relationship. And so that can cause a strain in us building a relationship with the client. So that really sucks.
You know what? I'm glad she brought that up because maybe a lot of people don't know what overdraft fees are, the complexities of it, because, you know, I keep the same energy for everyone. Because as much as I'm on individuals for accountability, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the banks don't take advantage of you.
Fact.
The banks know that you're not going to read the fine print. The banks know that they can make money off of people who are not financially with it. I think this is a great time to answer this question because a lot of people are confused at what overdraft protection, overdraft fees are. They don't know what's real, what's not, all the other things. So I think this is a great time for Orlando University so we can just clear this up. Okay, so banks normally have 2 types of overdraft programs. Normally they have overdraft protection and then they have overdraft coverage. Well, overdraft coverage, guys, that is protected by law and you have to opt into this. But that only covers ATM withdrawals and one-time debit transactions. One time. That means it's a one-time transaction and it's not reoccurring. You know, the auto pay bills, those are reoccurring. Those don't count. Now, to get into this program, you have to opt in. Here is where the gray area is. Well, it's up to the bank's discretion. Let me say this again. It's into the bank's discretion. Let me say this again. The bank's discretion if they want to cover said overdraft of reoccurring. Let me say this again. Reoccurring payments, transactions, checks, ACHs. That area right there is the gray area. And banks are taking advantage of it. But let me be honest with you. There are a lot of banks that don't follow this and you can opt into it. And then you have the other portion of it, which is overdraft protection. Now, overdraft protection is using another account to cover that payment. Those are the 2 types of programs. And as you can see, one is protected by law and you have to enroll in. Then we have the gray area, and then we have the protection, which you basically use another account to cover the payments if you don't have enough money in that account. I know what you're about to say. Orlando, that don't seem fair. Professor, that doesn't seem fair. How is it that a bank is just gonna automatically, at its discretion, decide if they want to charge me $35 on the transaction fee, on the transaction, when I had no money into it? I see, listen, this is where financial literacy, reading, and research goes. Yes. You have to call your bank and say, I decline all. That's the term in banking industry, decline all. You call the bank and you say, listen, I want to decline all when it comes to overdraft. I don't want the protection. I don't want the coverage. I don't want you ever taking...
Hold up. That's some sauce right there. I never knew that. Granted, I haven't been in the position where an overdraft fee would occur, praise God, but I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a a secret like that. Like, oh, I just need to tell my banking institution I decline all. If I ain't got the money, then I stop putting you on game. Don't say I never put you on.
Money, and the bank will say, no problem. No problem. We'll do that. But here's the rub, guys. A lot of people don't want to get rid of it. They use it for lifestyle.
Come on, man.
Boosie.
If you're one of the individuals who don't want this, then just take the advice and go decline all. But let me tell you what the numbers say.
I do, actually.
The numbers say that even though people do have the option to get out of the overdraft fee, they say no. Make that make sense. Listen, make that make sense. You're telling me that people want overdraft fees? Or they want to have the option to pull money out that they don't have? What does that sound like?
Awkward. So awkward.
Hey, PNC. Y'all are a bunch of I have $30 in my account. If I take out that $30, that means the $30 is out of my account. That doesn't mean, hey, we're going to charge your account that has $0 on it when I have overdraft protection on.
Okay.
I have overdraft protection on!
He crashing
Stop
out.
texting me saying, hey, PNC paid for a transaction for you. I didn't ask you to! I didn't ask you to pay it! And then you're like, oh, well, you didn't have money in your account before, and we paid it off. What do we think, that we're gonna have money now? And you think that you're gonna give me a timeline of putting money in my account? I gotta scramble around finding money so you don't charge me another $40. Then, now you hit me with an overdraft fee. Boom, $50 in my account, negative. Then you dips charge me again. Why the are you paying for my when you see I have? If I have negative $50, why the are you like, let's pay for another one? You fucking pieces of PNC.
Wow.
You're a scam. I know exactly what you're doing. You're hiding behind the auto pay bullshit. You're saying, oh, well, if it's auto pay, we can't really protect you from overdraft. What the are you?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 4.
You see this, guys? We just talked about this in Orlando University. See, he's upset, and I understand why he's upset a little bit. But here's the truth of the matter. The responsibility was on him. I know a lot of you guys want to blame PNC. I get it. Their money, they want money. They're a bank, right? they're going to want to be greedy. We all understand this. They're going to try to charge you the fee. But did you hear what the gentleman said? And let's use the knowledge that we just learned. Right? He said he has overdraft protection. Well, overdraft protection, as I just explained, it means that it's going to take money out of the account that you linked to that account. So that $50 or whatever, the $40 that hit your bank account, it said, oh, wow, let's go to this other account that he has, because in this account, he doesn't have the money. He didn't have the money there either. So what did PNC say? PNC said, well, since we know you're not paying attention to your finances, we're going to charge you a fee. We'll go ahead and take care of that for you. Because remember what I said earlier? The gray loophole is recurring. And what did he say? I know you guys are going to use recurring payments. They will. All the time and every time.
I need my payday.
But this is the reason why you can't just do a lob up. You know, a lot of people do that. They lob up and they go, well, the account is a debit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my checking account as my budget. It is gonna tell me when I need to stop spending. How far has that got you? This is the reason why I'm so on individuals, letting them know you don't want this. How about you avoid this all in general? How about you say decline all from the beginning? I don't want any of this. The first time that you see an overdraft fee, call your bank and say, I don't want any more overdraft protection, coverage, or anything. Zero zilch. That's what you should have did. But again, what did I say earlier? A lot of people use overdraft fees to survive.
Oh my God. Oh, you're killing me.
But I'm here to tell you that the game that you're playing, which is chicken, you're trying to see who's gonna blink first. And let me tell you what, the bank will swerve on you the fastest.
Mother.
Damn.
Now I want to get into the next section. Why I believe this is the very, very, very beginning of broke culture. Why this is the very beginning of all of your financial troubles that you won't be able to dig yourself out of. Because let me explain this to you. You think that the banks will be like, oh man, listen, we love getting all this $35 from individuals and blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you what will happen. The bank will kick you out of your account because you're an overdraft user. Get out. Look, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, we can go on and on. They all do it. They say, you're high risk. You're a high-risk individual, and we can't deal with you anymore. Yes, you've paid us over $3,000 a year in overdraft fees, but listen, we realize that you're very high risk, and eventually you're not going to be able to pay that. And when that happens, we're going to be on the hook. So we'll extract money out of you until our risk assessment says, you're too risky. And then the bank tells you have 30 days to get all of your accounts in order. And then we're gonna close your account. See ya. and here's the truth. Most of the time it's before your direct deposit hits and clears things up. And then you're gonna have the bright idea to go, well, if they're not gonna keep my account in and they're not gonna wait for my money, I'm just gonna go to another bank and bank with them. I'm gonna go to the bank down the street and bank with them. I don't care. Let me tell you what's gonna happen next. But before I tell you that, I think you want to hear it from someone else. Let them tell you it's a bad idea.
And I had bills coming to the account. I had checks that I've written. I went overdrawn about $300.
Don't miss that.
Okay?
Hold up. Don't miss that.
Someone else. Let them tell you it's a bad idea.
And I had
the true cost of financial negligence. You have to preface that. This is a man telling us about his neglectful financial choices.
Bills coming to the account. I had checks that I've written. I went overdrawn about $300. Okay? And then everything that started hitting on there, the bank started charging me. I'm not going to name the name of the bank because I hated them for this. For every week that I was negative, they were charging me like $35 or something stupid. So it ended up being $500, $500 some dollars. The account got closed because they said, so in my frustration, I said, how am I supposed to recover, when I have all these bank fees and y'all ain't willing to waive it off for a $5 sandwich or whatever that sandwich was. But it became clear to me that I was not managing, I was not recovering from, I didn't have a mentality of recovery. As a result, I was overdrawn and I was running on E and overdrawn.
You see that, guys? Listen, I'm not making it up. I'm showing you receipts. This actually happens.
It's bad, real bad.
So you see this gentleman telling you, listen, it's a cycle that you can't get out of, and then they close my account, and then what? Well, let me explain to you what's gonna happen next. You will understand 100% why I say this is the beginning of broke culture. This is the beginning of you not getting anything. Financing cars, financing houses, anything you want to finance, you'll never be able to get in. All because of this. See, what's gonna happen is Bank of America, PNC, whatever bank it is, they're gonna report you to check systems. Now, I know a lot of you guys may not know what check system is, but check systems is basically if your account has been overdrawn a lot, or your account has been closed, or you owe a bank something and you just jet it out on them and you never paid them back. It is all on check systems. What does check system say? Check system says to other banks when you try to open up an account, you don't want this customer. He's a bad or she's a bad customer. You don't want them at all. They're high risk. So when you go, oh man, listen, I'm just gonna go to another bank, you're gonna get hit with check systems. And they're gonna say, Oh,
That social
sorry,
security
we
number.
can't accept you.
It's that social
You're
security
high
number.
risk. Did you just have an account with Bank of America and then and you had a bunch of overdraft fees? Not us. We don't. Sorry, we can't accept you as a customer.
And now, you deal with the consequences.
You let someone try to drop a check into your account thinking it was sweet, and now all of a sudden you're banned from Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo, and you can't open a check into savings to save your life. This is why. You're probably in the check systems and the early warning system. If you're on here, you're unable to open a checkings and savings account at most major banks. Big banks look at the check systems and the early warning systems to declare if you're a bad business. For example, in the past, if you had a closed account due to you having continuous negative checking accounts, you're probably in the system, meaning other banks are probably not going to give you business or even let you open an account. This is why some individuals are Cash App bandits and Chime bandits.
You see that? Mm-hmm. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You're going to be in check systems. You won't be able to open up a bank account. You won't be able to get a finance of a car. You won't be able to finance a house that you want. You won't be able to do anything financing with the bank. Nothing.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
There's a couple different
you ready?
ISO speeds.
All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying. Okay? I paid.
So this is the reason why you see individuals saying, I'm going to cash my check. I'm going to cash my check at the gas station. This is the reason why people have their work checks sent to Chime or their work checks sent to Cash App. They can't get a bank account.
Man, I'm dead.
But here's the thing. There is hope because the check system thing does fall off after 5 years. But here's the problem. If you're living in the broke culture, and when I say broke culture, I'm not shaming anyone for not having more money. What I'm talking about is people's mentality. If you're trying to figure out shortcuts on how to have $2 but then ring up your credit on your debit card so that you get an overdraft fee, but you still, if you're doing all of that, then yes, that's broke culture. You're setting yourself up for failure. And again, people do this. They don't understand about check systems. So unfortunately, they're doing this year over year over year over year. They get another account, it gets closed. 5 years starts over again. So hopefully you understand my viewpoint when I say that this is the start. Imagine you start off and you open up a bank account at 16, 17, 18 years old. And then you overdraft the account constantly. In 2 years, Bank of America says, bye-bye. They put you on check systems. Now you can't open up another account. Now, for 5 years, you're just in limbo, dealing with Cash App and Chime. You can only buy cars from Buy Here,
Man, we only got
Pay
like
Here.
2 minutes.
Anyway, guys,
Nope,
listen, I can
20
talk about
seconds
this
left.
all
We
day.
ain't getting this
I love this type of content.
this
So
is
if
a
you
weak
do
one. This one
too,
wasn't
we do
as strong,
exclusive content
but that's
over on
all right.
Patreon.
Be sure to go follow Orlando Miner. Give him a subscription just because he gives great, solid financial advice and honestly common sense. You know, it's plus I find him pretty entertaining. We're gonna hit a bingo one of these days, and when we do, I'm gonna be happy. But for right now, we added a couple to the I'm gonna give him a like on that as well, just because he let me use his content for content. You know, hey. But what I did want to do is get this. Yes, all right, it's already on. My 360 is already running. So let me swap my audio here because we are going to actually, you know what? I don't need to because there's honestly no audio coming from the Xbox. Now, I don't mean there's no audio coming from the Xbox. I mean that there's no just something about this copy of Project Gotham Racing. It's an original Xbox game, you dig? But I'm playing it on my Xbox 360. But I remember when I originally played this on my original Xbox, which is actually sitting right over there, so who knows, I might end up pulling that out because the hard drive should have all of my games. We'll see. You could download music onto the hard drive of the Xbox and then play that downloaded music while you were playing Project Gotham on the radio. But something happened that I'm playing this original Xbox game on my 360 and there's no music. It's saying that the music is working, the in-game music plays in the background, but it doesn't play during the racing. So, you know, I don't know. So, you know what, I'm not even going to bother putting my headphones in the game until we get back onto Dante's Inferno. But I did want to take this opportunity to show off my favorite racing game. So, right now, I've already gone through 3 of the series here. Compact Sports, Sports Convertible, and now we're into the Coupes. There are multiple others getting way up there, you know, progressing in tracks and styles of vehicles. But for right now, we're in the Coupe series, and I've been playing on hard, so I'm getting gold tokens for everything. The cone challenge, I'm not going to do a cone challenge for right now. I'll do the overtake challenge, which is just, you know, you got to overtake other cars. I'm going to do it on hard just to see if I can, but I'll probably have to drop it down to medium or silver. Yeah, it wants me to overtake 5 cars within 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So let's see if we can get that done. I am going to bring up the audio for the game, so you should hear that now. You might even hear the music, but you're not really going to hear it. Either way, I'm driving an Audi right now, I believe. Audi TT, I don't know. Look at these classic Xbox graphics. Oh, classic. Look at the polygons. Blocky buildings. Keep the license plate too. Big HUFFCO building. Thankfully, I'm not playing online. My goodness, I can replay. I'm gonna switch the playlist right quick. This one, and where to shuffle at? There we go. We got 1 minute to go with 6 cars. You can get that. My dad says yes. 1 minute to catch that car. And chase is on. Chase is on. Yeah, this is a big turn coming up this road. Catch him. You gotta send it. You gotta send it. This biscuits. Stay a bit. No. Stay ahead, stay ahead. I think this car is more powerful than there, so yep. I just gotta keep this for about the next 40 seconds, though. Don't overdo it. This was up. Back shots. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Anyways, I've been watching a lot of Avatar fighting legends, Avatar legends and fighting cars. Not something I'm going to get into because I'm not a fighter. Fighting games have never been my jam. Either sports games, you can get them for a little while. But yes, that was just a taste of the racing life. I'm not interested in doing a cone challenge right now. If anything, we are on track for getting this all gold here. I don't really feel like I don't really feel like doing that. Anyways, it was just a taste. It was just a taste. So what we are going to do is switch back. Let's get ready for Dante's Inferno. So you can't see that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open because this Xbox is just a little funny. We're gonna turn it off and then pop it up. It's an old Xbox 360. It's got its problems. But whilst we are waiting, let's open that pack. Okay. I do want to turn this back up too. Here we go. Let's see what we get in this fresh pack of Lorcan cards. I'm getting addicted. I can already feel it. I'm getting addicted to this. Honestly, I want to put some gloves on, but my fingers are pretty clean. Big pack ripper. I don't even know how to open packs anymore. Super coming up on 1 hour. Perfect. Don't use your teeth as tools. Resist. Resist using your teeth as tools. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. Glory be to the Father. Alright. Let's see what we got here. The Horned King. I don't know what he's from. He's a sorcerer from Untried Courage is no match for his evil. He's a common. I don't know what movie he's from or what series he's from. The Horned King. This camera is not going to focus or anything like that. It is a cheap camera. We will be investing in a better camera. I ain't worried about it right now. The thing about creating content or doing whatever it is you want to do, you just got to start. You just got to do it. The pieces and parts, they will come in time. But you just got to start. So, continuing on. We have the Horned King. My desk is clean. We have Detective's Badge. Bronx. Ka. I think the snake from Jungle Book. Ka. Yep, that's it. Snake from Jungle Book. Ooh, I just bent it a little bit. Oh goodness. What do we got next? Prince. The Headless Horseman. He's a type of prince, you could say. That's the tiger. Ooh. His name's right on the card, but I was gonna remember it. What is? You're not the chase card. I don't care. Raja. Oh, that's the Lion King. No, Aladdin. That's Jasmine's bodyguard. Cool. What do we have next? Gaston? Nope, that was Gaston, his buddy, but it's a card called Time to Go. It's a card for the game if you're actually playing it. Another gargoyle. Broadway. Sturdy and strong. Uncommon. Who's that? Chef Louis. I don't know what you're from. I don't know. Magica Dispel. Is this our chase card? It's got a better thing, but no, this isn't it. It's nice though. It's a Simba. It's a Simba, but it's not our chase card. It's not holographic. Ooh, wee. Okay. I like it. This is Violet Saberwing. I have no idea who that is, but this is our chase card. A common Violet Saberwing. Senior Junior Woodchuck. I feel like she's from the DuckTales. I'm pretty sure it's a DuckTales. And then a lore card. But the Violet Saberwing, her and Simba are getting sleeves. So let's go ahead and sleeve her and Simba. Alright, let's get Dante's Inferno in there and we will finish up tonight's session with playing a little bit of Dante's Inferno. Let's switch back to the 360. That is my avatar from, 20 years ago. I do not want to be online. No, thank you. There I am. Let's eject PGR2. Physical media. So depending upon what I choose to do, you may upload the old footage with the non-working microphone just to have added context because the gameplay did pick up. So at this point we are going to stop our perfect vibes. Now at this point I might lose you guys because I have to touch flimsy setup. So, if so, it's all good. Oh, we're gonna pull our pants up a little bit. Okay. And then we're gonna plug this cable here into the capture card so we can hear the game audio. But I might lose you because it's very flimsy. But let's be precise. Alright, we're good. So, what we have is the game, myself, and a healthy amount of audio. I'm going to put the ducking on this as well. This is Dante's Inferno. I explained it in the last episode. But unfortunately, we're going to hell. Forgive me, Lord. But this game is bonkers. Intense. Very much intense. But my goal is to offer salvation to as many people as possible. I would like to. So, into the blind world, yes. Alright, so last we left off, we got into the gates, and now we are going to be traveling into the first circle. And I love the concept of this story, but also this game, because as someone who believes in Christ, someone who believes in the story of Jesus, and does believe that hell is real, and that, you know, it's gonna be unfortunate for those, but, yeah. Desktop here. So there is a passage in the Bible known as, is this what I want to see? I want to see the desktop. Let me just close myself out, because me here, me there. Here we go. So I don't need to see me for this. So there's a verse in the Bible, and it is called "Depart from me, I never knew you." So, in the Bible, I'm going to show the whole chapter. Yes. First things first, a lot of us think that we're going to heaven. A lot of us think that we are good people and that we lived a good life and that we never hurt anybody, we didn't kill anybody, or we didn't steal from anybody. But the truth of the matter is that the only way into heaven is through Christ Jesus. He made the way, all right? And so looking here, verse 13 reads, "Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it." So as you can see on let's switch back here. As you can see and hear, many people are falling into this hellscape because they thought they were leading the right life. But it says narrow is the gate that gets into the promised land. Alright, so let me continue on here. Back to the desktop. No, we're in Opera. Narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. Most people find this because it says narrow is the gate and difficult is the way. So if you're leading a life that you feel is just so easy, you know, because you're not thinking about how this affects others or how this affects my relationship with Christ, you might be on the road to damnation. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be full of trials. You know, once you follow Christ, it's easy. You're still going to have troubles. You're still going to have hardships. Everyone does. But if you're telling me that you're living your life without thinking about, you know, consequences of your sin, that's the wide path. So here's how you end up here, because what's going to happen is, and this is, I don't want to say anything wrong, but these are the words of Christ here in Matthew chapter 20, verse 21 of chapter 7. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name, the name of Jesus? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. That's the one thing I never want to hear, because depart from me, there it is right there. There it is right here. This right here, that is depart from me. Get out of my heavenly gates. Depart from me. Honestly, this is why I play this game, because my faith is so strong right now. Oh yeah, and my controller sometimes disconnects. It's all good.
Into the blind world we have now descended. Put all fear and cowardice aside. We have come to the cliffs above Acheron. Wretched souls walk this tortured path to board Charon's vessel.
Silver. 30 pieces of silver. You have found a silver Judas coin. Don't make me pull up more Bible. I'm pulling up more Bible. This is fun for me. This is fun for me. I'm pulling up more Bible. 30 pieces of silver. You know who betrayed Jesus? A gentleman, a disciple, one of his chosen. A man named Judas. Oh my gosh. Let me just go ahead and search. Alright. Oh, let me, because I'm still on this. Let's go back. I don't care. Let's go back. The game will play itself, and you can just hear the screams of hell. Because honestly, it's a wake-up call. I pray. I'm gonna pray for real in just a moment, but let me pull up this here, and then Matthew chapter 26. Alright. A little bit after Jesus said that, Lord, Lord. Matthew chapter 26. You can just give me the NIV or the NLT. Judas agrees to betray Jesus. Judas agrees to betray Jesus. Then Judas Iscariot, the Judas's coin, one of the 12 disciples, went to the leading priests and asked, "How much will you pay me to betray Jesus to you?" And they gave him 30 pieces of silver. This game is so accurate. It's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's disrespectful to pray with this, so you know what I'm gonna do right quick. Oh, actually, Oh, sweet. You don't hear the game audio. I hear it. You don't hear the game audio when I'm on this screen. So I'm going to take that off right quick because I hear it in there. Heavenly Father, Lord, what's good? It's your man Keelan at, 12:30 a.m. Lord, I am excited. I'm having a good time. I'm grateful that you have provided me this avenue to express myself, the creativity that you have blessed me with, the desire for bringing your word, video gaming, and just trying to get the message out in whatever way I can. Lord, I'm having fun, but I'm also using your word to entertain but enlighten. Lord, I'm praying that this message resonates with the watcher. I'm praying that this message inspires people to seek after you, to get their own Bible, to put their money towards owning their own Bible, or just giving them the desire to read your word, and they can download a free app with the Bible on it. Lord, I pray that this brings people closer to you as we dive deeper into a fictional hell that may have some validity to it based on your word, based on this book. I just pray that my heart's in the right place. I pray that you forgive me of my sins because I trust in you, Lord. I put my faith in you. I love you. Bless this endeavor. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Bless this endeavor. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. With that being said, there will be plenty of more Bible breaks. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. Oh, there's more. Bummer. Back in the saddle. We are playing hard music. to like use a combo move to get across there. I love these games. Alright, we're all good. Secret I was supposed to run across. Silly me. Bodies, bodies.
I don't understand. Back
should spend some of these souls. So pressing B will unleash a 3-part attack of divine energy. That's fine. 2-part focus on magic plus any storage Dante. Requires holy level 1. I'm not holy level 1 yet. Come on. After countering, press B after counting to initiate a critical attack. It's fine. Yes.
souls that die from every nation collect here as one. Charon's rough crossing awaits those who did not fear the Lord.
Fear of the Lord. Boom. More word, more wisdom. More word, more wisdom. Full screen. Full screen. No? There we are. More word, more wisdom. Shebang, shebang. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Bang. Proverbs. All right, for all of those who want some more context with that, because of course you want more because you're here still. All right. Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Fear of the Lord does not mean that you have to be afraid to do anything in your life because you're afraid God will smite you. No. Understanding that you are insignificant but loved, and that you have a creator that gives you free will but can destroy you and destroy everything that you've built with your hands. Living in fear that you are a creation from a great creator that holds you in his hand, and just respecting and being in awe of that. It doesn't mean never come out your house and never fulfill your life's destiny or your mission or your assignment or your purpose. There it is, your purpose. It just means that understanding that there is a God in heaven who created you, and to fear him. That's the beginning of wisdom. Love it. All good word. Back to the game.
But which people are these? So overcome by pain.
Such are the sorry souls who lived with neither infamy nor praise. Heaven drives them out, and deep hell does not receive them, so that the wicked may not glory over them.
What makes their bitter lament?
Mercy and justice disdain them. Let us not speak of them. Move on.
Don't worry about them. They ain't worth it. Inferno. Oh, I gotta do this again. It's worth it. Stop messing up.
shall I do with this false I find no fault with this man. Condemned a virtuous man to the cross?
Pontius Pilate. It is giving me the opportunity to absolve or punish Pontius Pilate.
Messiah, forgive me!
His cowardice contributed to the suffering of
Condemned
one
a virtuous man to the
for
cross?
the sins of many. Now he bears the weight of all in love.
Messiah, forgive me!
Now, obviously, I'm going to absolve him.
Condemned a
I'm going to
virtuous man
absolve
to the cross?
everyone, because forgiveness is the way. But
Messiah,
for context,
forgive me!
Pontius Pilate was the judge who decided
virtuous man
to
to the
either
cross?
execute and condemn Jesus
Messiah,
or
forgive me!
a criminal named Barabbas. But he was so
Condemned a
indifferent. He was
virtuous
like,
man to the
whatever,
cross?
the people want Barabbas, kill Jesus, I don't care.
Messiah, forgive me!
Suffering end.
Pontius Pilate has been absolved, although Jesus and God are the only ones that can do that. So now I've earned holy level 1. Oh, I just spent all my points too. That's cool. Did I get some extra points? No, only at 941. But I really want this. No, I really want this one. Yeah. But see, now over here is where all of the combat. I am gonna have to spend some points over here. Just for the combos. But honestly, I don't think I did. I don't think I will. I think I'll just stay. I'll stick over here. A full one
By all that is holy, I vow to forsake all pleasures of the flesh till I return from this noble crusade.
I gave myself to you because I know you will be faithful to our love.
You should have been true to this sweet young thing. Instead, it's me who gets the prize.
Let her go. She's innocent.
Not for long.
I belong to him now.
You've only yourself to blame, holy warrior. You don't deserve such a faithful and pious young lady.
Yes, Now, so I can get up here, holding and releasing B while in the air will launch enemies into the air with a divine might. 2,500. I got enough for it. Yeah. Shit, 2 purpose pulls in towards divine might. Mana bar increases, health bar increases, deals more damage. Go straight to level 2. Let's do it. Oh, I don't. Okay.
You, oh wicked souls, do not hope to ever see paradise.
Here we are. Alright. It's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. I think that's enough for tonight. You know, we can't just sit here and do marathon games anymore. We got to get up for work. It's 1. I heard my wife shuffling around. I'm gonna give her some attention. I appreciate you guys coming. We're gonna continue this game. And, you know, we're just going to take small bites. It's okay to take small bites. It's the same with your life. And we're having fun. Thank you for listening to some of the word. I pray that the Lord blesses you, that he keeps you, that you run towards him whenever the next opportunity comes, whether it's in good times or bad times. Don't wait. Don't wait for the Lord to, don't wait for you to need the Lord. You should go to him when things are great. Go to him when things are boring, and go to him when things are terrible. God bless you guys.